"It's just a stupid dream, man. Give it up." Ethan clenched his fists as he stared at the rejection letter in his hands. "We regret to inform you that your application to the New York School of Art has been denied." For years, people had told him that becoming an artist wasn't a real career, that he should get a real job. And now, it seemed like the universe agreed. His tiny apartment was filled with half-finished paintings, canvases leaning against the walls, and brushes dipped in dried-out paint. But tonight, everything looked pointless. Ethan sighed and flopped onto his old, torn-up couch, staring at a framed sketch hanging on the wall, one he had drawn as a kid. His mom's voice echoed in his head. "If you truly believe in something, the universe will find a way to make it happen." That night, something inside him refused to give up. Instead of quitting, Ethan decided to change his approach. He couldn't afford art school? Fine. He'd teach himself. He started watching YouTube tutorials, practicing every night after his shifts at a local diner. Every time he posted his work online, people either ignored it or left comments like, "Cool, but you'll never make money doing this." But he kept going. To pay rent, he started taking small commissions, portraits, murals, even digital illustrations for people's social media pages. One day, he saw a post about an online art competition called Dreamers of the Future. The winner would get a scholarship to study under some of the best artists in the country. His heart pounded. This was it. But there was a problem. There was a $300 entry fee. Ethan barely had enough to pay his bills. For a moment, doubt crept in. Maybe this was another sign that his dream wasn't meant to be. But then his best friend Logan stepped in. "Dude, how much do you need?" "It's too much, man. I can't ask you for that." "Then don't. Consider it an investment in your future." With Logan's help, Ethan entered the competition. He spent weeks perfecting his submission. A painting of a man walking out of a storm, holding a tiny flickering light in his hands. A symbol of resilience. Weeks passed. No response. Ethan convinced himself he had lost. He was used to rejection by now. But then, on a rainy Tuesday evening, his phone buzzed. "Congratulations, Ethan. You've won." He dropped his paintbrush. His painting had gone viral. Art communities were calling it a symbol of hope in dark times. Big-name artists were sharing his work. The scholarship was just the beginning. People were reaching out, offering commissions, partnerships, even a spot in an upcoming gallery exhibit. The world that once ignored him was now watching. Before leaving for his first big exhibition, Ethan visited his mother's grave. He placed a small version of his winning painting next to her headstone and whispered, "Mom, I did it." The wind blew gently, as if answering him. Lesson of the story. Dreams don't die. People give up on them. Don't be one of those people. Success doesn't come easy, but persistence beats talent every time. The world will doubt you until they can't ignore you anymore. Final thought. Ethan's story isn't just his. It's for everyone who's ever been told, "You can't." Because the truth is, you can. What's your dream? And how far are you willing to